Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Tuesday, September 7th, and I didn't talk to you yesterday. Yesterday was Labor Day, and for me it meant I did not work. It also meant I didn't record a CarCast. Not that I couldn't have, I just frankly didn't have a good opportunity. I was not ever driving anywhere by myself, and I decided not to annoy my wife listening to me talk to myself or you. Since, as we know, she's not a huge Big Brother fan. So, what happened yesterday? Well, there was the Power Veto meeting, and as expected, Tiffany did put up Claire after Alyssa saved herself with the Power Veto. Tiffany did try a last minute, to Alyssa, you really ought to save Xavier. And she's like, nah, no, not going to do that. And I think, because people are like, how stupid is Tiffany? Look, you know that the production is like, wow, what if you tried to get her to do this? What if you tried? I mean, they are encouraging her being Tiffany to do anything that would make for good TV. So if she even threw it out there as a possibility, they would have said, sure, maybe you should try that. Don't put this on Tiffany. Tiffany was probably like, what difference does it make? How is this going to hurt my game if I try to get Alyssa to do this? Because Alyssa's going home, or Alyssa's going to jury. In Tiffany's mind, Alyssa's going to jury either this week or next week. So she might as well try this. It didn't hurt anything in the end. I don't think it really hurt anything. There are people in the house saying that Tiffany has hurt her game by winning at a household. And there is a little bit of truth to that. I think she may have hurt her game a little bit. But as loyal as Claire seems to be, I think if Tiffany makes the final two, Claire will vote for her to win. So did she hurt her game? I don't know. Let me take that back. I worked through this in my mind earlier before I started recording, and I'm like, did Tiffany really hurt her game by winning and taking out Claire? I think her biggest critic would be Claire, and I think Claire will vote for her to win. This cast, I've said this for weeks, if not a couple of months, at least in my mind. I really think they cast these people in part knowing that their personality types would be okay with the way things have gone. I really do think that part of their analysis was, well, this person will be, the first person to announce Frenchie is like advocating for women and minorities the first week. So that kind of set the tone for the entire season. Let's see. Power veto was used. Alyssa took herself down. Tiffany put up Claire. And now we wait again. And the house guests did a lot of that yesterday. A lot of nappy time. A lot of sleepiness. Lots of times where you just look and it's like, they're all asleep. They're all napping. They're all sitting around doing nothing. There was some game talk going on. There was some. But again, it is game talk in preparation for the next week or for the final six, assuming the entire Cookout Alliance makes it, which they're not even sure they're all going to make it. And they won't all make it if Alyssa wins the next set of household. There was a video out there that I retweeted where Alyssa was talking with Azza and Derek Frazier and points out, basically the obvious. Says that, wow, there's only minorities left once Claire goes, because she knows Claire's going. And then she actually says this, and I don't think this is going to make the show, trust me. She points out that she's a minority, not that she's black, but she's a minority. She says, it's all minorities left. And then she's like, wait, I'm half white. Does that mean I'm next? Well, you're not next because you're half white, but you are next because you're not black. That's the simple answer. Of course, they didn't say that to her. And again, I'm going to be walking this tightrope for the rest of the season. I have already, of the whole idea that the Cookout Alliance is a racist alliance, and I've said it. I do not believe they are. They came up with an agenda as soon as they were in the house, and we want a black person to win Big Brother, and we're going to do that by any means necessary. And other than season 2 of Celebrity Big Brother, there has not been an African American, a black winner of Big Brother. And so they made it their mission that's what's going to happen. And I think they made it their mission when they were cast. Once again, I do believe that casting took this into consideration. I'm going to step back into what I was saying the past couple of CarCasts of, I really do believe that somebody, or at least a couple of people at CBS said, this is going to be this season we may very well end up with a black winner, and then they saw, oh my gosh, we're going to end up with an entire final 6 of black people. This will be a moment years from now that when people are looking back on history of television or history of reality TV, this actually will be cited as a big moment. For better or for worse, whichever way. Some of you would say for worse. That's the thing. It's on both sides. But I'm telling you, this will be cited as a huge moment. Kind of like, Pedro in, it was Pedro, right? In The Real World was the first, AIDS patient or a person with AIDS in a reality. It probably wasn't, but it's the one that you remember. In Big Brother, Big Brother San Francisco, coincidentally enough, and you have Pedro who has AIDS, dealing with that, brought a lot of attention to it over the course of the entire season, and is still talked about today, as I just did right now. Just those watershed moments, or at least those big moments that are memorable. This will be one of those moments because it is kind of a big deal. What will happen next season, God only knows. It's going to be really interesting to see. So, with that, what do we have left this week? I mean, we've got an episode, not tonight, tomorrow night. Okay, hand on my heart, I have not watched Sunday's episode yet. So I need to do that. I really do need to watch Sunday's episode. Although I did see a shot of Hannah after she won the Power of Ego doing the splits. Ouch! That's all I could think. I was like, wow. So I do need to watch Sunday's edit because some people were complaining about that. And I jumped into a thread where there was a discussion about Sunday's edit, and I haven't seen it yet. I was talking in generalities, and then I realized, well, this is more about Sunday's edit, so maybe I should go watch it. And I might want to revisit my comments. I guess it was Andy from Big Brother 15 who felt that the women, Tiffany and Hannah, were not getting that great of an edit on Sunday night's show. So I should go watch it just to see, because I could have put my foot halfway in my mouth in that thread. But I was basically telling Andy, don't put Tiffany up on too high of a pedestal, like above all the other members of the Cookout Alliance. It's like she's done a great job, and I was rooting at the top of my lungs for her, and then she got a little bit erratic there in her gameplay, and I really do think it hurt her gameplay, and to me it hurt her standings. I felt like Xavier has been much more of a steady, solid player. Now there's the argument of are the men, specifically I think Xavier or Xavier and Kylan, playing a more selfish game than the women. I don't think so. I maintain that Tiffany has gone against the Cookout in several times, trying to keep the people that she wanted to stay safe. She really ruffled some feathers when she went. She went after Brittany. She kind of went after Brittany, and it upset Azah and Derek Frazier. And then when Derek X was nominated, and she tried to flip the vote, tried to get Sarah Beth out over Derek X, there have been some moments where Tiffany has kind of really, and I haven't seen that as much from other house guests that are in the Cookout Alliance. So that's my spin on it. And it's really hard to debate in 280 characters sometimes on Twitter. And so, I get a bit frustrated at times when people are basically calling me out and telling me I'm wrong, and et cetera, et cetera. I have to say that this is probably the season of the most blocks for me. We know that, or I know that, but that's all right. Okay, I'm digressing. I don't anticipate anything big to happen today. By the way, there was chatter out there where Derek and Xavier were talking, and they were talking about, well, we've got to 7. We may not get to 6, or but at least we got to 7. And the way the tweets kind of read, it almost reads like it's a done thing, like they're conspiring against Tiffany. But I really think it was more the conversation was just in general, well, we can't be for sure that we're getting to 6, but we've got to 7. Because they can't do anything if Alyssa wins head of household. There's just nothing they can do. And so that's more what the talk was, as far as I could tell. Is it just more of a general, well, we've made it to 7, getting to 6 is going to be another thing. If Alyssa does not win head of household or power veto in a double eviction night, then she will go Thursday night. But there are some decent odds that Alyssa will manage to save herself, and it will be a final, a Cookout Alliance +1 of Alyssa at the 6 instead of the entire Cookout Alliance. All right. So with that, I am going to sign out of here, guys. Thank you all. We are just over 3 weeks out from the finale. The finale is September 29th. I hope you have a good week. It's Tuesday, I know. I hope you have a good rest of your day whenever you listen to this. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Yes, I'm sure I will. Be well and have a good one. All right. I'm sorry. I'm looking down. I'm trying to navigate driving and ending this car cast, and I can't reach the button right now because I'm trying to pass someone. So yes, John, as you said, you've snuck into my car cast now. This is my friend John, who's looked at whatever time it was probably like 3 or 4 minutes ago. But I have to look at being a safe driver over ending the car cast, and so that's what I did. And so now I will end it, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya. Bye.